Hi everyone, welcome. This is Lisa Espinosa, spiritual career coach and modern day priestess. Welcome to day 3. Wait, is it day 3? Yes, day 3 of the Priestess Novena. I'm so excited to be here with you. Thank you everyone. Those of you who've been here since day 1, welcome back. And those of you who just happened to turn Facebook on or whatever, and I'm here. I'm so glad you're here. And I just want to begin by just taking some nice breaths. And actually, I have my little singing bowl here, so I'm just gonna. I was really guided to do that as we stepped in, just to welcome all of you. And those of you who are here live and all of you who are watching the replay, please know that we're all here together, that we all are blessed as we gather in this way, whether you're watching the replay or you're connecting live. So let's go ahead and just take some nice breaths. And just with your breath, just letting yourself arrive. Welcome Sarah, welcome Jan. Let yourself arrive into this moment. Let yourself settle into your heart. Let yourself settle into your roots, into the earth. And just feeling very present. Knowing that you are exactly where you're meant to be in this moment. Whether you understand why you're here or not, that's okay. Just knowing that if you are, this is exactly where you're meant to be. And taking a moment to connect our roots all the way to the heart of the earth. Just visualize those roots of light, right, going down all the way to the heart of the earth. And we connect our roots with each other, all of us who are here live, everyone watching the replay whenever you watch it. And creating this container, this vessel that has all of our soul medicine, that as we gather together, we know that we can receive so much more and release so much more. And breathing all of that beautiful energy of groundedness and presence, letting that move up your feet, up your legs, up your back, to the crown of your head, landing in your heart as we bring the palms of our hands to our heart center. Breathing into your beautiful heart. Welcome your soul to be here. Remembering the theme of this novena is being the light of the world. I mean, you are that already. And we're just being reminded of that. We're remembering. And we're releasing anything that could block that light. So we bring our hands to our heart. Welcome all of your beautiful spiritual teachers and guides to surround you in so much love. We welcome the Divine Mother, Father, God, Mother, Creator, Universe, whatever word resonates with you, to surround our whole group. And let's do that mudra of presence. So we bring our hand up and we say, we declare, right? I am present. I am here. Again, I am present. I am here. And one more time. I am present. I am here. Welcome, Jessica. So, yesterday we had Vesta, right, as our overlighting mentor. And today, guess who showed up? Mother Mary. She just keeps, she's just like, in case we forget, not that we would ever forget, but she wants to reiterate. And again, her message, and I think, yeah, she showed up for the Guadalupe. And of course, today is the feast day of Our Lady of Guadalupe. If you joined me last weekend, we celebrated it then, but today is the feast day. I forgot, that's why she's here. I mean, I remembered, but I forgot when I pulled this. So it says, expect a miracle, have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. So miracles, miracles, miracles. And I'm wearing my Joan of Arc pendant, which has, I love because you can wear it all these different ways, and the my favorite part looking out. One side says Archangel Michael, one says Joan of Arc, one says Mary and Jesus, and one says, you were born for this. Right? I was born for this. So really, with that message that you were born for this, you were born to share your light. You were born to, and I'm remembering that when I woke up this morning, I had this this question that arose that was like, where are you meant to shine your light right now? What dark places are you meant to be a light for? And I just had this image of, and it doesn't have to be like literal darkness, right? Whatever has confusion, has illusion, has fogginess, has pain that needs to see the light, whatever it is. We are light, and we are meant to go shine the light in places that need it more. So this question of where are you meant to shine your light? And of course, we know that we're absolutely begin by shining the light within, right? Shining the light inside of us. Not because we're selfish, not because we're saying we're more important than other people, but because we understand that we can't truly be lights for anyone else until we have really practiced and committed to being a light for ourselves. So perhaps for you really listening, actually I'm hearing both of these things. Where inside are you meant to shine your light? There's a new moon on Monday, right? There's Jupiter and Saturn, right? Those two planets that haven't been this close together in like a very long time, like 600 or 800 years. There's the winter solstice. And of course we had Hanukkah, there's Christmas, there's Kwanzaa, there was Bodhi Day. There's so much right now that is aligning in the stars. And I actually have my tea mug today. I love this. It's a stargazer. Look at all those stars. There's so much that's aligning to create miracles in our lives, to catapult us to the next level. So that question of being your own North Star, right? Where inside are you meant to shine your light? So just be with that question already. Where inside? What parts within you? What old beliefs or old wounds? What areas inside is your soul saying, bring your light here? Not to analyze, not even to fix, but knowing that as you shine your light, which is that light of higher consciousness, whatever is heavy and dense and not real starts to dissolve. So, of course, I'm remembering with our Lady of Guadalupe, she's wearing that cloak of stars, right? Those lights. So just shining within, when we sit on the infinity point today, and when we walk into the temple, that question of like, where within, where inside of me am I meant to shine this light? Remember, this is not a confronting light. This isn't a judgmental light. This is the light of love. Yesterday, Mother Mary stepped in and she was like, pour your heart out to me. And, that felt so good. And it felt so good to feel how much love she has for, when I'm facilitating this. I mean, I feel it for myself, of course, but I'm in kind of facilitator mode. So I feel her love for everyone. And it helps me to receive that as well, to recognize, oh, I'm loved in that way too. And when we step into our temple today, hello, Elizabeth, welcome. It will be, okay, where inside is Mother Mary saying? Right, let's shine our light there together and dissolve whatever is still, whatever grievance, whatever pain, whatever hurt, whatever shame, whatever is inside that is what it's doing is it's creating a block from your light being revealed even more. So that's one part of the question. And then or exploration. The other part is, where outside are you being guided to shine your light? Oh, thank you, Jill. I'm sorry, like, you love my shirt. Thank you. Where outside, what cause or what group of people, that it's very similar to the question of who are you here to lead, right? And if we think of Joan of Arc, on her horse with her banner, right? She was a shining light, right? So what is your torch, your banner, right? Your big spotlight. What is it saying? Who is it beckoning? Who is it guiding? So you might notice that one reflection pulls you more than the other, and trust that. But also notice if you're resistant to one. Maybe when you think about shining the light inside, it just feels like, too scary. I'm just going to focus outside. If that's the case, just be honest, right? Just name that. Like, I'm scared to shine my light inside, but I'm willing. That's all that's required, our willingness. Or maybe you're really comfortable within. You've been doing that a lot. And now your soul and Mother Mary is saying, it's like, I remember we had robins nesting in our backyard and on the basketball hoop of all places. And I remember seeing the robins when they were, kind of getting ready to take their first flight. And some of them just like leaped. And there was some that they would look like they were ready, and then they would come back in, right? And I feel like that's us sometimes too, right? So I feel like as you're flapping your wings and Mother Mary's like, you're ready, you're ready, you're ready. And sometimes, your soul has to kind of like nudge you. And that's why we're here together, because it's so much easier to take our first flight. Not that you're flying for the first time, but the next level flight, right? You're on a higher mountain now when we do it together. So that's what we're going to explore today as we go into our temple. And I want to just tune in and see if there's anything else that is coming. So what's coming is this prayer that one of my teachers taught me. And I've shared it before, so you might have heard me say this. And she, in one of the, I know I talk about A Course in Miracles a lot. I also study the Sophia Code a lot. And in that book, they refer to God as Sophia. Not Sophia, the Greek goddess, but that's just the name that came, right? So Sophia, Father, Mother, God. And you can replace the word God if that's makes more sense to you, or universe, or source, or creator. But the prayer, very simple, is, okay, Sophia, or okay, God, okay, source, surprise me. Show me how easy this can be. And such a powerful prayer, because those of us who have been on this journey for a long time, and I know if you're watching this, you have been, even if a lot of this is new, that's okay, but you've been on a life journey, right, of initiations, of overcoming things. And we can get really, not that we like it, but we can get really used to almost expecting like it's going to be this really hard, intense journey. And, I know I've had a lot of that. And it's almost like we start to brace ourselves for that, right? Like, okay, now I'm going to shine the light inside. This is going to be this really like deep journey of, all this pain coming up. And, this isn't to say that, of course, emotions come up, but that beautiful prayer, beautiful Sophia, or beautiful God, beautiful divine, surprise me. Show me how easy this can be. I love that prayer. And I hadn't thought about it before we started, but as I tuned inside, I felt, our soul, I felt Mother Mary, I felt the divine saying, bringing that into the space. So for all of us who are used to working so hard, to remember that prayer, like, hey, let's say that prayer together. Divine, surprise us. Show us how easy Show us how easy this can be. And by easy, we mean, and by this, right, what is this? This release of anything that is blocking your light, whatever the next big thing for release is. And yeah, just that, and not feeling guilty, almost like, well, it's not worth it if it comes easily. It coming easily doesn't mean that that it won't require courage. So I hardly have, I don't know that I've ever experienced like an instantaneous healing. I read about people who've experienced that, and I admit I have parts that get very jealous, that where it's kind of like they woke up and suddenly everything made sense, and then they never got worried again or something like that. Like I've never experienced that. And even when I've experienced, I can think of where I was last year and see myself now and think like, wow, I've healed so much. But it didn't happen like an instant like that, like where I just kind of like blinked and there it was. But I have experienced more and more and more, especially when I do this in groups. So when I'm with my teachers and my group of other women that are doing a journey together, I have experienced this accelerated healing where something that would have taken me perhaps 5 years to work through, or 1 year to work through, or 1 month or 1 week, it can happen in a day or a few hours. And it might be intense, right? Like this kind of like, why is this coming up so strongly right now? And the more I can trust the process and breathe into it and trust that I'm not dying, I'm safe, I'm gonna get through it, then I am surprised at like, oh, wow, I see what happened. So that's what I'm recognizing for me. And I much rather it happen that way than I'm going to be, this is going to be spread out over a decade. I'm kind of like done with that, right? And the other thing is that these times we are so needed. Hello, Maureen. We are so needed in the world, and there's so much grace available right now to help us clear things that in the past might have taken us so long, or lifetimes even. So we want to benefit from that. So let's go ahead and step into our temple. Take some nice breaths. Visualize that beautiful crystalline temple in front of you with these big doors, right? See these beautiful gateway, and today they look like these ornate golden doors that I'm seeing with all these beautiful patterns. And these doors open and you step inside. And so interesting, I always see that infinity symbol on the floor, Maureen. But I also see on the walls of this temple, and like I said before, in my mind, the way it's being shown, and trust your vision of it, but it's like clear quartz, but even less solid than that. But there's all these infinity symbols on the walls and on the ceilings, and they're kind of vibrating. So there's been some sort of evolution of this temple. So as you step inside, start to feel those infinity symbols that are, even some of them are kind of floating and hovering through the air. Start to feel how they're accelerating your energy body. Your chakras are kind of like, lighting up. And if you don't know anything about the chakras or your aura, that's okay. Just visualize that cocoon of light around you. Visualize these vortices of light within you, and just be aware. And you can use your imagination. It's okay if you don't feel anything. That there's something happening, something beautiful happening, right? As these geometric, I guess there's other geometric shapes with these infinity symbols that are alive and fluid around you. And of course, Mother Mary is present. And it's interesting. I both see her as kind of more, as this image here. with all the angels. And I also see her in her Lady of Guadalupe, today on the feast day. Of course, see that beautiful cloak of stars around her, and those beautiful golden rays around her. And so as you step inside, see that infinity symbol where you're going to sit, and sit on that center of infinity, right? So if you haven't done this with me before, right, this is the cover of my book, and the infinity symbol, you're sitting right at that center point of that infinity symbol. And as we sit there, all of us together, everyone who's watching live, everyone who will watch the replay, that question of where are you meant to shine your light? Inside and outside. Just be with that question. Be curious. Invite the answers to come at the right time and the right way as we get ready to sit for 9 minutes. And Our Lady of Guadalupe really steps forward with her you might know this already, or you might have heard me say this, right? When she appeared to Juan Diego in Mexico. And it's believed that Our Lady of Guadalupe, she was an iteration of other goddess, other divine mother beings that the indigenous people were really connected to. But what was her message? One of the first things she said was, am I not here who am your mother, right? Or that question, right? So that divine mother, and this goes beyond our relationship with our own mother, which maybe you have a beautiful, amazing relationship with your biological mother, or maybe not. That's separate. This is the divine mother. This is the divine mother that loves you unconditionally. That is always, she's always guiding you to your fullest potential. She is your cheerleader and reminding you, hey, you wanted to come here. You said you wanted to shine your light inside in that wounded place because you wanted to heal it. And you said you wanted to shine your light for that group of people or those animals or that part of the world. That was what you wanted to create. So I'm here to help you. It's not that she has some sort of, like we talked about the marching orders that are her agenda. Her agenda is for us to create our legacy of love, to support us in birthing what we came here to birth. So with that question, if you imagine the most loving, wisest, just powerful mother, and she's saying, am I not here who am your mother? Que no estoy aquí, que soy tu madre. That's what she says. And it's this why would you worry? I'm here. That's her message. And so she is just bigger than life right now as she stands there radiating this light as we sit on this infinity point. And trust whatever unfolds during these 9 minutes. Maybe you just feel very peaceful and calm. Maybe a lot of emotion comes. Maybe you're I'm so distracted. Whatever it is perfect. Because the healing, the transformation, the miracles, remember she said, expect a miracle, are happening beyond your logical understanding. Isn't that amazing? You don't need to understand how it works. You don't even need to focus or concentrate for it to work. You just are willing and you showed up. That's how beloved we are. So we're going to get our candle. Look at how much, I'm so excited. I get so excited when the wax is dissolving, and I love how the tree is being revealed. So have your candle, and if you don't have a candle today, that's okay. You can get one, so you can join us for the rest of the novena. And if you don't have the prayer, the invocation that I wrote, it's part of my book, Birthing the Priestess Within. You can get it when you sign up for my mailing list. I'm sending a reminder of the novena every day, and it's there. Okay, so let's do this together. Together we say, as this candle burns, my soul within me burns. As this wax melts, resistance in me melts. 9 days to clear lifetimes of fear. As I give, I receive. As I heal, I am healed. Doors open, I walk through. I am ready for the new. Abundance comes with ease and grace, for I have finally found my place. All right. For some reason that invocation was really going around and around in my head today. And I realized that, it says, as above, so below. It's so similar to the as I give, I receive. As I heal, I am healed. And I was like, as above, so below. Maybe that's going to be added. I don't know. But thank you, Jill, for putting that. So I'm going to put this here. And I'm going to set the timer. And Jill, thank you for putting my website on there. So everyone, if you need to see what that is there. So I'm going to put the timer. We're going to sit together. I will see you on the other side, beautiful people. Remember, there's no way to do this wrong. Let's begin. taking some nice cleansing breaths. And maybe if your eyes are closed, gently starting to open them and taking some nice stretches. I'm going to burn a little bit of sage. And just welcome this smoke, right? There we can, you're getting it, it's traveling across the heart waves. And just imagine I just going over the crown of your head, all the way down the front of your body, the back of your body, your heart, your feet. My stomach started making noises at some point. I was like, okay. It's like when I get Reiki, sometimes that happens. So where did I get the candle? I got it in this store in the mall. I don't like malls. And it's not because of COVID, like I just don't. But there's this store called Earthbound, and it's not only in Chicago Ridge Mall. There are other places, but it is like they built it for me, like crystals and candles and amazing. So I got the candle there. Oh, Jill saying Our Lady was blessing my book, and I think you said something else before that. Love yourself as I love you. Oh, love that, Jenny. So relaxing, ready to vibrate out of my seat. I know. I was hearing, for me, first of all, let's drink some tea. If you have your tea, remember it absorbed all of the healing, I'm going to drink it and just let it integrate everything that's unfolded. It always tastes better after that. I have the same tea as yesterday. I mean, not the same tea bag, but the throat, it's not called Throat Coat. That's the other brand. It's the Yogi Throat and Honey, whatever one. It was really good. So what I was hearing, I mean, I got some inner guidance that the light for me inside is shining on mother wounds. Of course, my parts were like, come on, like how many times do I need to shine that light? But I was aware, I was seeing how, oh yeah, there's a lot of things unfolding in my life that are helping me heal. Just a little important aspect of that. And of course, shining my light, the message, I guess, to go with that prayer, it was like, you know, I was all ready to like, okay, where do I shine my light? Show me. And it was like Our Lady of Guadalupe and my soul were saying, just sit. Just, this is how you shine your light. Like, it doesn't have to require efforting, right? Like, radiate it. That's how it can go even farther. And this prayer kept coming, so I'll share it with you. This is from A Course in Miracles. I've shared it before, but I am innocent, whole, and perfect. All is forgiven and released, right? I am innocent, whole, and perfect. All is forgiven and released. So if that resonates with you, use that. My light was shining on my ileum and Crohn's disease. Yes, maybe that's why I was feeling so much stuff in my, I was just like feeling like I was having light on my intestines. That's what I was. And I don't like have stomach issues right now. Thank you. So let's pull two cards. So I'm going to pull, even though Mother Mary, we got the Mother Mary card before we started, I was guided to pull another goddess card for you. So what is the message? Bast, independent. Your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. That means your way is not going to look like anybody else's. Yes, it can be helpful to have examples, but don't let that like stifle your own creativity. Like thinking it has to look like that or be like that, or that your process has to be like anybody else's. It's completely different. My whole life has been like this. My whole process has been like not the norm. It always has, and I used to judge myself, and I still can sometimes for that, you know, like there was something wrong with me because, you know, it took me a long time to finish college because I had children. So it didn't take me 4 years. It took me 8 years to get my bachelor's, right? Of course, I also had a lot of kids during that time, but took me 8 years. There's been just so many things in my life that have not followed the typical trajectory, and I'm finally starting to embrace it. That's just how it is for me. So this is her, what she brings is trust how it's unfolding for you. You're creating new paradigms. It's not supposed to look like anybody else's because you're creating a new way. And now I have, so that was Goddess Guidance Oracle, and this is Kyle Gray, Angel Prayers. I was really guided. I haven't used this deck in a while, so shining light on your book. I love that, Jill. All right. And I feel like there's a lot of authors here, so I feel like every letter we're writing, and I don't mean like a letter to a friend, like letters, the alphabet is getting infused with light. Okay, so let's see, beautiful angels. Beautiful. Spiritual abundance. Thank you, angels, for blessing me with infinite abundance. Look at this beautiful image. She's got that lotus on her hair, and she has these like golden coins on her hand. So it can mean anything. I mean, please, if what you're looking for is financial abundance right now, then just see this beautiful angel. She's just like blowing it to you, right? If it's abundance of time, of health, of ideas, of creativity, of vitality, it doesn't have to be one thing. Whatever it is, be open to receive it. Remember our Lady of Guadalupe saying, am I not here? Am I not here who am your mother? That was the other thing that came during the 9 minutes. I was hearing her say that. And I was like, yes, like, but then it was like, gosh, wait, it's like she was saying, like really picture that, like picture like Our Lady of Guadalupe. And if you're new to her and you're like, I don't know anything about her, or Mother Mary or Kuan Yin, any divine being that you really love and speaks to you, that they like moved in with you, like they like live with you. They're like your business planner. They're around helping you with everything in the most loving way. They're not talking to you like you talk to you. Like, why would we be worried? And that's what she was saying. Yes. She was like, you have nothing to worry about. All right. So this was so much fun, as it always is. We will connect again tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day, because we're on day 3 and we have 6 more days. And I'm excited to spend this journey with you, and thought I was going to share something. Yes, just quickly, this coming Thursday is the last virtual career Reiki. You can already sign up. That's $33, and that is going to be, this hour of Reiki. Like, some people call it like psychic surgery. That sounds kind of intense, so I don't like saying that. Oh, hey, Lauren. Oh my gosh. Yes. I'm sorry, I'm having a reunion. I haven't seen you in 10 years. Oh, so wonderful to connect with you. You're welcome. Thank you. So Thursday at 10, it's recorded. It's the last one of the year. I know there's going to be just like major, like clearing, preparing for 2021, preparing to birth, for your word of 2021, for your impossible goal of 2021. If you're like, what is she talking about, impossible goal? Well, I mean, I talk about that with my client students, and so I know some of you are here, and even if you're not, just thinking of that goal that is not the reasonable goal, not the realistic goal, but the impossible goal. It's only impossible because your thoughts have not aligned with that reality yet. So that's all that's going to happen on Thursday. So you can sign up for that, and if you can't attend live, you'll get the recording. I'm also super excited that I'll be back at Solder World. Woo! And it's going to be live streamed, so you will be able to watch it from home. This is my first live stream event. I'm just trusting that it's going to unfold beautifully. And so that's a love donation. So registration is open for that, even though it's live streamed. There's still a limit in how many people can register. So if you're interested in that, it's a Thursday evening at 7 o'clock, 7 to 8. It was one of my favorite things to do, and with COVID, haven't been back since February, and now they're going to be doing live stream, and I get to be there. So it's a beautiful space. I just know it's going to be such a special time. And of course, I'll have the novena that you can, if you do all 3, you get a prize. No, I'm joking, but it's like you will be with me. Yeah. Thank you, Jill, for saying that Career Reiki is amazing. Yes, thank you. Okay, I think that is it. Bye, everyone. I'm excited. I'm about to go see not anywhere in my living room, but I love documentaries and I love music documentaries. And there's a new Bee Gees documentary that was out today on HBO, so I'm super excited. Greg and I are going to watch that. That's our exciting thing for now. All right, bye, everyone. See ya.